welcome to my third ever video. Okay, so what I'm trying to do on these videos, just to give you a little bit of a sort of insight, is to share with you the essences, the little bits of work that I offer to organisations, to individuals, to myself primarily, that I have found really work, that to help me keep calm, to become aware of losing myself, as I said, in the past, the guilt around things I might have done or not done, and the fear of the future, especially at the moment. So I'm very aware that for myself personally and for my family, at the moment we are needing to what I call come back to centre on a regular basis. So we need to take a breath, and we need to focus on what's happening now. So focus on the things that are happening that are useful and are helpful and are good, and let go of the things that we are struggling with, like fear. For me personally, around at the moment, there's lots of worry about money because I'm self-employed. My part-time job has disappeared, more or less. So, you know, we're all in the same boat. So I just want to give you the opportunity to try some different things. So today, it's more of I'm going to ask you some questions that I would like you to ask yourself to see where you are at this time. So in this moment, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is, whatever country it is, how are you arriving? And what I mean by that is, how are you feeling? So we don't make it too complicated. So how are you feeling physically? How are you feeling? How is your body feeling? Anything aching? Anything sore? Maybe you actually need to adjust yourself a little bit. Like I realise I'm sitting in an uncomfortable way, so I'm just aware that what do I need to help with my physicality? And how am I emotionally feeling? So by that I mean, are my thoughts helpful? Am I feeling tired? Am I aware that I need to maybe get some more exercise that would help my emotional well-being? So is there a sense of fear or a sense of stress? And at this moment I'm actually feeling quite calm, but I'm aware my physical body on the outside is feeling a little bit sore, and on the inside I've got this sort of slight knot in my tummy, and that could be possibly from doing this video. So I'm sort of thinking, all right, okay, well, how's my emotional well-being? So what are my thoughts? And how do my thoughts affect my stomach, my inner being? So for me, what's really important is the feelings we get from the inside. They are the bits that really inform how we are. So for example, have you ever said to somebody, how are you today? And you've said that because you're a little bit concerned about how they are. And they said, oh yeah, I'm fine. But you know, there's a part of you that knows you're picking up on something from their energetic body, something that isn't right. But most of us are in the habit of saying, yeah, I'm fine, because we don't really need or aren't used to asking for help. Or possibly another way of looking at it, we're not actually very good at tuning in and actually asking ourselves the questions before we answer. Okay, so this is your opportunity to ask yourself, how are you in this moment? How are you? So what I'm going to suggest we do, we're just going to do some gentle breathing while you ask yourself, how are you? So if you remember, there's 3 points of that are easy to recognise our breath. So either the in and out of our nose and our mouth, or the rise and fall of our chest, or the in and out of our stomach. So just bringing your awareness to one of those areas. Just gently closing your eyes if you're happy with that, or just lowering them. And we're just going to breathe in through our nose on normal speed and out through our mouths. Two more times. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Last time. Now this time, when you breathe in, I want you to ask yourself, how are you physically feeling? Allow yourself to do a sort of a little bit of a body scan. How's your physical body? Is there a sense that you need to adjust anything? Or maybe after this you need to stretch? One more time. So how is your physical body? Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it with our emotional bodies. So that sort of internal dialogue. What's our internal body telling us? Is there a sense of stress somewhere? Maybe a sense of anxiety? Maybe it's a sense of tightness and you're not quite sure what it is. So again, we're just going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. And this time just become aware of how our emotional body is, our sort of the physical internalness. Some people might call it our energetic body. So how is that feeling? Two more times. How is your emotional body feeling? Okay. So you might have got a sense of something that feels a little bit uncomfortable or a little bit heightened, something that you would feel happier with if you could let it just release or drop a fraction. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the breathing, and we're going to breathe in slightly longer and take a slightly longer exhale. And I want you to breathe into that place. So for example, if you've got a sore knee, I want you to breathe into that knee, and as you release, you let it go. You just allow the muscles of the pain to drop a fraction. For example, for me, I've got a slightly anxious tummy, sort of an anxiety thing. So as I breathe in, I'm going to breathe into that anxiety in my stomach. And as I breathe out, slightly slowly, more slowly than usual, I'm going to allow that just to release, to unwrinkle a little bit more. I'm say we're going to do this 3 times. Okay, if it helps to put your hand on that place, please do, because it could be really helpful. It brings your attention to it. So breathing into that place of anxiety or pain or tension. Holding it, and then just allowing the out breaths just to take a little bit longer as we release. And 2 more times just for yourself, breathing into that place that is anxious or tight or painful. Holding it, and just allowing yourself to release a little bit more. Be aware of where your shoulders are. I'm aware mine have come up, so I'm allowing mine to drop. So one more. Okay, so fantastic. So I'm going to come a little bit closer. Okay, so your challenge for today, if you choose to accept it, is to every now and again, when you find yourself feeling a little bit anxious, or a little bit tired, or a little bit overwhelmed, or you're surrounded by all the children and it's just too much, when you notice, that's the key, because you can do something different. So that could be breathing. It could be doing return to centre. It could be putting some loud music on, like I said before, and just all of you dancing around, or one of you dancing around. Maybe write a message, put it on the window so people walking past can see a smile, or like, for example, I've got a rainbow in my window. So if you're feeling isolated, you can feel connected. Anyway, for me for today, again, any feedback would be really useful. I am starting a YouTube page, so you can re-watch them. and it's going to be called Being With Me by Jack Richardson. So any feedback, any comments, please let me know. It's always useful. Be safe, stay home. See you next time.